Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Rafta Fund finances projects worth more than 53 million Omani riyals. The Sultan proposes to transform the Early Warning National Center of Multiple Dangers to a Gulf Center. And the Ministry of Higher Education launches Your Guide website to provide various services for students at higher educational institutions. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The Rafta Fund financed more than 1,642 projects worth more than 53 million Omani riyals. This was announced in the meeting of Board of Directors of Rafta Fund. The meeting also discussed the economic benefits of the projects and giving the priority to job seekers, in addition to focus on those with technical specializations and non-stereotype projects. The meeting also reviewed the mechanism and transfer of loan warranty program to Rafta Fund in cooperation with a number of local banks from the Public Authority for Small and Medium Enterprises Development, RIADA. It also highlighted topics related to increasing coordination with bodies concerned with economic sectors, with the aim to finance and support projects in promising sectors. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Ali bin Masoud As-Sinaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Rafta Fund. Transforming the Early Warning National Center of Multiple Dangers to a Gulf Center was a proposal presented by the Sultanate in the 8th meeting of the Permanent Committee for Meteorology and Climate in the GCC countries in Muscat. The meeting discussed topics related to linking the Gulf Climate Radars network to enhance relations among weather forecast centers. It also shed light on the role of the media in publishing warnings and weather bulletins. The meeting revealed that the network linking the earthquake monitoring stations is ready in the Sultanate. The delegations of the countries participating in the meeting praised the Sultanate's experience in meteorology field. Your Guide is a website that consists of a huge database of a host of basic and free services that target students at higher education institutions. The website includes many sections, mainly the teachers section, which allows the students who have educational difficulties to seek help through providing additional classes. Other sections include transport and real estates that provide the students with information on their needs during their study period, as well as offers and discounts and jobs announcements section. The website was found by an electronic students company listed under My Company competition program created by Oman Achievements Initiative. To facilitate e-service to those who benefit from it, the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth organized a show about the inauguration of project of providing consultancy services to evaluate electronic readiness. The project aims to introduce ministry's e-services and social media it used to communicate with society and beneficiaries from agriculture and fisheries services. The project considers as the ministry efforts to harmonize its e-services with Oman digital strategy. The inauguration ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Fuad bin Jafar Al-Sajwani, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth. The Fish Quality Control Center in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth implemented an awareness campaign on dealing with fisheries products in a number of commercial centers in the Governorate of Muscat. The campaign came within the Ministry's framework to acquaint to consumers with appropriate methods to preserve fish. The quality control experts provided detailed scientific information on how to identify fresh fish, in addition to providing special bags to preserve refrigerated fish. The campaign also provided various books and pamphlets to increase awareness on the related subjects. The Fish Quality Control Center exerted great efforts to serve the consumers as well as provided safe and healthy products. Still to come in News Bulletin. Public Authority for Small and Medium Enterprises Development organized a work session to introduce Riyada Award on its second year.
السلام عليكم. دوبيزل اللي تثقوا فيه في عمان صار اسمه أوليكس، وراح يظل أسهل وأسرع طريقة عشان تبيعوا أغراضكم أونلاين. حملوا تطبيق أوليكس، صوروا الغرض وحطوا الصورة. الإعلان مجاني، ما تدفعوا أي عمولة، والقبض من المشتري نقدا.
مع أوليكس البيع والشراء والأسهل.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Officials at Oman Oil Refineries and Petroleum Industries Company ORPEC confirmed that the company is nearing completion of 3 major projects in the petrochemical sector and that the work proceeds according to plans. Improving the Sohar refinery is the largest project currently undertaken by the company at a cost of $2.7 billion. It had begun in 2014 and is expected to finish in the 4th quarter of next year. The improvements aimed at adding 5 new units to Sohar refinery, which will raise the production capacity by around 70%. The improvements also aimed at increasing diesel products, motor gasoline, naphtha and propylene, and all those products will go for domestic consumption, which is growing increasingly in a manner amounting to 10%. The second project aims at building a 290 kilometers pipeline for petroleum products, connecting storage of petroleum product station and filling of carriers of petroleum products that are currently established in Al Jifnin area in the Governorate of Muscat. In addition to the pipeline linking the station with Min Al Fahal refinery and another at Muscat International Airport for jet fuel. Within the framework of the endeavor to attract investors to the Sultanate, a seminar was conducted today in the Wilayat of Salalah to acquaint with the free trade agreement between the Sultanate and the United States of America. It aims to familiarize with the businessmen and businesswomen with the motives and facilitations ensured by the agreement through providing an appropriate economic environment, encouraging the increase the trade volume, in addition to upgrade the commercial works. The total value of the Sultanate's imports from the U.S. last year reached more than 1.16 billion Omani Riyals, whereas the total value of the Omani exports in the U.S. and the re-export amounted to more than 2.85 million Riyals, whereas the value of American investment in the Sultanate amounted to 55 million Omani Riyals. Challenges which faced women in election process and increased awareness of female electors, top discussion of the seminar, which titled Women, the Voice of Development. The seminar, held at Omani Women Association in Muscat and witnessed wide participation from audience. It also discussed the importance of cultural role in the reality of society and the role of electors in marking change and development in various fields, in addition to the side of women self-development and her election programs. Intellectuality and culture were the main topics discussed during the meeting of His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Saif Al Mahrouqi, Deputy Governor of Dhofar, along with the heads of the participating delegations in the 7th Intellectual and Cultural Forum for the GCC Youth, and with the presence of the envoy of the General Secretariat of the Gulf Cooperation Council. During the meeting in his office today, he expressed his appreciation to the efforts exerted, wishing more progress. Within the celebrations of Nizwa, the Capital of Islamic Culture 2015, The Cultural Club, in cooperation with the Fine Arts Association, organized a seminar entitled Fine Arts in Oman, Studies in Artwork and Culture Speech. The seminar, which was held in the Wilayat of Manah in the Governorate of Dakhiliya, touched upon 4 aspects and focusing in fine arts culture, tolerance and society values in this field. More than 2.58 million people visited the Sultan's Pavilion at the Expo Milan 2015 until the 16th of this month. The pavilion included a number of sections embodied civilization, history and touristic potentials enjoyed by the Sultanate. These sections, which reflects development of the Sultanate, witnessed a wide concern by visitors. The Asabla restaurant was visited by more than 110,000 visitors. The rainfall continued in a number of governorates of the Sultanate. Heavy to moderate rainfall was witnessed by the Wilaya of Quryat in the Governorate of Muscat, the Wilayat of Hamra in the Governorate of Dakhliya, and the Wilaya of Rustaq in the Awabi, and the Awabi in the Governorate of South Batna, which caused a number of wadis to overflow. Here are some footages of the rains. Shura Forum, in its 4th round, the governorates of South Batna highlighted the importance of national responsibility in participating positively to select the best candidates in the upcoming elections. The forum included 3 topics stressing the necessity of women's contribution in the development march. The first topic discussed the roles of Shura Council members in addition to legal and administrative procedures. The second one highlighted the importance of voters' participation in selecting the best candidates, while the third threw some light on women's participation in the election and the necessity of supporting them. Increasing awareness among society segments through choosing the best candidates was the aim of the forum. With the aim of spreading entrepreneurship culture and support this sector by the government and encourage competitiveness among entrepreneurs and highlighted distinguished entrepreneurs, the Public Authority for Small and Medium Enterprises Development, RIADA, organized a work session to introduce RIADA Award on its 2nd year. The session was an opportunity to get acquainted with the award and its categories. Now for the general forecast. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal and mountainous areas of the Governorate of Dhofar, with chances of cloud accumulations and scattered rainfalls over the Hajar Mountains and the nearby areas, and the rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be easterly to northeasterly light to moderate along the coast of the Sea of Oman, while it will be southeasterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. And seas along the coast of the Arabian Sea will be moderate with a maximum wave height of 2.25 meters. And for the rest of the coast, it will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultan of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Raft Fund finances projects worth more than 53 million Omani Riyals. The Sultan proposes to transform the Early Warning National Center of Multiple Dangers to a Gulf Center. And the Ministry of Higher Education launches Your Guide website to provide various services for students at higher educational institutions. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, good night.